Hey guys, so I am having the privilege to talk to this wonderful guy here from Panasonic. See, I like to make him blush a little bit.
Oh.
But honestly, Sean here has been a great educator, I would say, on YouTube with the Panasonic live shows. I've been a frequent watcher of it, but I wanted Sean to kind of explain a little bit about some of the new things with Panasonic. I know we only got one announcement at CES this year, which
Yep.
we're going to talk about here real quick. But I also wanted just to make sure that you guys see that innovation is happening and Panasonic is nowhere behind, right? They're always trying to evolve, always trying to make things better. So you take away, Sean, tell us a little bit about what you have here.
Yeah, so this is the new 100 millimeter f2.8. So this is the brand new lens that I was on stage with the other day. And what's like super cool about it is that normal macro lenses that are out in the market, you run into the kind of thing where they're really good at a specific job. They're sharp, they're pretty flat field for the focus area. But if you ever wanted to use them for anything else, they really just are not that great. They're slow to focus, they're heavy because they're gigantic. So when our engineers went and thought about this lens, which they've been planning this lens for quite some time to go with that f1.8 series, it gave them that opportunity to be like, well, let's just build it the way we would want to use it ourselves. And that's, I want a medium telephoto lens, 100 millimeter, close to that 135 focal length a lot of people like. And let's make sure that you can use it for like basically anything. So like they actually went through, built a motor for focusing.
Yeah.
That is our design. It's our patent, like just to make this thing possible.
Yep.
So like on our most recent Lumix live stream, I'm talking about this lens. Obviously, I can't do it live, but we're recorded and posting it. And it's that this lens allows me to actually go do like motorsports photography with it.
Wow.
Which I've tried to do with my previous macro lenses, and it was like, oh man, it was real bad.
Yeah.
It was real bad. Beautiful lens. Nothing bad to say about the lens I was using.
Great.
Image quality was great.
But your hit rate was off.
Oh yeah, it was like maybe 1 out of like, a group of 60.
Wow.
And that's on the new cameras. But with this thing, I'm able to actually track fast motion. And if I'm doing like, say, 60 shots total, probably like a 56 to 58 of them are acceptably sharp for me. Obviously, those others are going to have opinions on what is sharp, what's not. But it's just a great update of what we've done. Trying to build a system that shares the same chassis, shares the same filter threads, so that you're getting that unified experience. Even out of the fact that our optics engineers built the entire series of these lenses, so the entire f1.8s and then now the 100-2.8, to also optically render the same. So if you're doing video production and you're swapping lenses out, people have probably run into the situation where all of your settings, your white balance, all of it's the same, but then you change the lens and now it looks different.
Yeah.
It's shaded one tint or another, or the contrast looks different. They made sure to actually build all of them to have the same reproduction.
Wow.
So that's a level of like craziness they go into.
Another thing that stood out to me was the fact that you guys got a 100 millimeter macro in the same form factor that you have your 24, your 18,
Oh yeah.
50 mil, 35, and it's just like, it's not I won't say it's a miracle, but it's damn close.
It's definitely mind-bending.
Yeah.
That
Because look at everybody else's 100 millimeter macro. Canon's is like twice the size.
Exactly.
And twice the weight. Sony's is, does even Sony have one?
yeah.
So I'm saying they're just larger, still slower.
Yep. They're heavier.
And heavier.
I mean, it's as it sits. I mean, this is half the weight of the competitors' lenses in this category. It's 2/3 of the size when we talk about length. about the same diameter. You still have some physics that are,
Right.
you got to deal with when you're trying to actually work with stabilization and all that stuff. But they went to crazy lengths to make sure they got it this small. And I mean, I when I first heard that we were coming out with a macro lens, I was like, oh, great, another macro lens. Cool. I didn't think we needed it.
Right.
Until I actually got my hands on it, and I'm like, oh, okay. This is actually like, you should have led with this, not just said it was a macro.
Yeah.
So, nah, it's crazy. And it's just an extension, we're...
Very, very impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive. All right, guys. So thanks again, Sean, for walking through this with us. And I want you guys to consider Panasonic as not only being just a great video-centric camera, but a great camera, period. I've been a proponent for Panasonic cameras for a while. I've used Lumix several models, GH5, the S5 original, the S1 original. I've had the GH3, GH2, GH1. I mean, I've had them all.
Yeah.
And I had them when people thought that you were nuts for using the Micro Four Thirds camera to film a wedding or film some kind of event. But I made it work. And my customers, my patrons who did it, they loved it. So I want you just to take some time to go to your local camera store, pick it up, hold it, because I'm telling you, when you see this thing perform, you're going to really love it.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks again, Sean, and hope you have a great CES.
Yeah, well,
And,
thank you.
Thanks for joining the show. We'll talk to you later.
Definitely.